The filter-free diary. Uh,
Good morning. It's a little after 8:30. I checked since I was wrong yesterday morning. I was like, I better make sure I got it right. Uh, I'm in the motel with the jacuzzi. Oh my gosh, that thing is huge. You want to see just how big that thing is real quick? Do you see how big that thing is? Oh God, I'm going in there again tonight. I'm so excited. Like after I go to the fair and I'm like full of candy and covered in sweat and grime, and yeah, it'll be great. So so yesterday I told you I was like free and had no commitments and no responsibilities, and no timeline except for, trying to get my truck to a certain place. And that's true. But I thought I would elaborate on how that's even fucking possible. Like, how can I have so much shit in a shiny truck and just be running around doing shit? It was a good question. It was a really good question. So, I used to have a job. I was working for a company that shall not be named. And they were. So I work with a specific software, and my software is used to like manage IT services and many, many other things. It's called ServiceNow. I'm trying not to get too technical about things, but I still want to like give you the essence of the story. So they had purchased ServiceNow and they were implementing it, and it was my job to help them implement it and to build products and a bunch of other things. And unfortunately, instead of trying to implement a fresh instance of ServiceNow and learn how it works and, utilize it to the best of its abilities, they were basically trying to recreate their old system with ServiceNow, which is like a major faux pas. You never want to rebuild what was broken for you into something else and hope it works better. It's like logical. Anyways, so I worked with that company for like 3 years or so, and then they laid me off in August, and it was kind of a shock, but kind of not a shock, because I think they were tired of me saying, that's really not a good idea. You should try this, or you really shouldn't approach that like that, or you really need to make more documentation. Nobody knows why it's doing what it's doing. But sometimes you have to cross the street without looking both ways so that you understand the value of understanding your situation and why you don't cross the street without looking both ways. But anyways, enough of that. So I got laid off in August. And originally it was like a panic moment, like, oh my God, how am I ever going to survive without a job? Like this. No, but seriously, I was scared. But I had been making a lot of money and I had savings, so I wasn't completely scared, but I was still scared. Because I definitely didn't have enough to continue paying my rent and all that stuff. And this is kind of how this adventure started. I did apply for unemployment. I still haven't seen a penny from unemployment. So I don't have a job, and I am looking for a job, but I'm not even sure how I could remotely work from campsite without necessarily internet, because most jobs don't provide you internet. They just expect that you have internet, and so let us use it. Yeah, well, my internet was $90 back at the place in Castleberry, so I definitely am not doing that now. I've got a phone that uses $15 a month. Yeah, so basically, I'm living on savings and credit cards, a shit ton of credit cards. And are you wondering, oh my God, what's she going to do if she fills up all her credit cards? First of all, oh God, this all sounds like bragging. I had, I had a really good credit score, and they had given me almost $100,000 in credit. In my old job, I was making over $100,000. So lots of savings, lots of credit, and all this shit. But without a job, how are you ever going to get out from under this debt? I'm not. I'm not. I'm going to let America keep its credit cards. I'm going to let America keep all its debt, and I'm going to keep using it until I don't need to. Why? You know, most of the countries in Europe don't even use credit like that. They are like a cash-based system. They're not feeding off their citizens like America does. Anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna use the American system as long as I'm in America. Getting nice hotels, going to fairs, getting campsites, all that shit. And not for nothing, I was trying to use my cash. Like, places don't want to accept cash. Or like the campsite, you gotta drive, an hour or two just to pay for your campsite with cash. So fine. Okay, I'll use credit. I'll leave a data trail everywhere I go. It's not like anyone's looking for me. It's not like anyone knows what to look for. So yeah, that's how all this is working. I am unemployed. I am homeless. I am free. And you know the coolest part? I get to kind of make it up as I go. As long as I get to my destination by like the beginning of November, which is like a month away, which I can totally do, it'll all work out. So that's where I'm at. Have a good morning.